Welcome to the Securing Passwords lecture. Let's start by defining the access control methods. The methods of access control is divided into three principal concepts. It's depending on either something you are, like something biometric in your body, like your fingerprint, your eye retina, your iris, or something you have, like the access cards, the magnetic access cards, the tokens, the flash drives that contains some secure code printed and saved on it, or something that is like the passwords, the PIN codes, which are sometimes short passwords that change frequently. The passwords are the most commonly used form of authentication. It is used to authenticate you to use your email account, your social media account like the Facebook or Instagram or others. It's used to allow you to log into the Active Directory, your domain controller, that knows that you are who you are through your username and password. Let's have a look at how the passwords are stored inside your system. The passwords are hashed inside your system, and the hashing is some sort of encryption that is one way. So you enter the password in a clear text form. It passes through an encryption algorithm that produces the hashed password, and this encrypted password is saved inside your system, either Windows or Unix or Linux or any system that is accepting, or web server that is accepting the username and the password. The attacks that can be applied on a password can be a dictionary attack. It tests all the words in a dictionary or word file as clear text and then tries them to be your password that could be, and then it is tried and entered to your system and passed in the hashed form to match one of the passwords inside the system and to allow unauthorized access. The attack can be more advanced and can be hybrid attack. It adds numerals and symbols to the dictionary words, symbols like the hash, the @ symbol, or the exclamation mark, to the names that are found on the dictionary to make the password that is more difficult also accessible through this type of attack. The attack can be more and more advanced through brute force attack. The brute force attack tries all the combinations on the keyboard. It always recovers the password, but the more the password is difficult, the more it takes time. It is just a matter of time, so it can recover the password through 1 year or 2 years, something like this. And of course you have to change your password within this time. So brute force attack is the most advanced sort of attack and is done via software, of course, and not manually through the attacker itself. If you want to audit your passwords inside your Windows system, for example, you can use Cracker for Windows to audit the strength of your passwords and to see how much time this cracker takes to crack your password and reveals it in the form of plain text. Let's see how to make your password secure and your system secure through securing your passwords. Also you can think of enforcing strong passwords policy. Make all the accounts with passwords. So passwords are mandatory for all the accounts. Do not leave an account without a password or with blank password. This is very dangerous and this is very vulnerable. Change the password every 60 days. So 60 days is something that you choose or something optional. It can be more a little bit or less a little bit, 45 days or 42 days sometimes, but it must be changed regularly. The password, even if it is complex and it is hard to detect, it must be changed every regular time. Do not use, when changing your password, previous password history. Do not fool the system and change the password with the same password or with a previous password in your password history. This is dangerous because the password in your password history may have been cracked by some attacker. Enforce locking out the account after 3 failed attempts, and the number 3 also is optional, is a choice. It can be after 2 or after 4. Anyhow, lock the account for 30 minutes after 3 failed attempts, or even lock the account forever until unlocked by the administrator after some failed attempts. Why? Because you need not to give the attacker the chance to try all the passwords that he needs to reach your right password and log on onto the system in an unauthorized form. So you need to lock the account and to block him from allowing and trying more passwords on your system. And the most important thing you need to know is to use complex passwords. All your passwords must be complex. What is the meaning of complex password? The complex password must not contain your name, your birthday, your mobile phone number, or any meaningful word that can be found in the dictionary of English or the dictionary even of your local language. So, the complex password should have no meaning, either religious or patriotic or any meaning that is related to yourself or anyone else. The complex password must contain the following: at least 8 characters, and the number 8 here is also an option. Maybe it is 6 characters, but not less than 6. So it can be at least 6 or 8 characters. It must contain alphabetic in upper and lower cases, a combination of the alphabetic letters in upper and lower cases, and added to them some numerals 1, 2, 3 or something like this, but not in a consecutive form, not 1, 2, 3, but some numbers that are not consecutive and not related to each other, and add to your password some special characters like the hash, the percentage, the and sign, or the @ sign. By this you can make a complex password that is hard for guessing and that takes more and more time to be brute force attacked. Some tips to making your password strong and to making your system strong using the password securing system. Always change the default password for any system. For your router, for your switch, the passwords of configuration, I mean, for your Windows, for any system that is applying or introducing a default password. To make your password complex, think of this technique. Pick a phrase and use the first letter of each word inside this phrase. For example, here is a phrase: when I stop my toe, I say exclamation mark at hash $ percentage 5 times. So the password is W in uppercase, I in uppercase, S in lowercase, M in lowercase, T in lowercase, I in uppercase, and S in lowercase, and exclamation at hash $ percentage and the number 5 and the letter T. This is a good password. This is somehow long, strong, and hard to guess, and has no meaning, of course. Never give your password to someone else. Never let him use your password to enter your account, however you trust him, however he is a trusted person. Maybe he can use your password to enter your email account and send emails with your name. Never write down your password in a piece of paper and keep it even in a safe place. It may not be safe. Pick the system saving your credentials carefully. Pick the web browsers that you tell them to remember your password and to let you enter automatically to your Facebook account or email account. So do not let every web browser you enter your email through keep and remember your password. Avoid shoulder sniffing of your password. Take care of who is around and who is looking at your keyboard while you are writing your password. Use a software to audit passwords on your system, on your Active Directory, on your domain controller, on your servers, on your web server, on your email server. It is your responsibility, if you are the administrator, that your email users use complex passwords. And if you are the administrator of the Active Directory, it is your responsibility to make sure that your users are using complex passwords and using good passwords and hard passwords for guessing. Now to the lab, and thank you.